Virgo, welcome to your weekly tarot reading for May the 30th to June the 5th. Okay, let's get started and see what messages we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for your week ahead. Virgo, ooh, that's the 7. It flipped right away. Oh my goodness, did you see that? The 6. It's a countdown. It's a countdown here, Virgo. What are we counting down to? See. Ooh, got 2 cards right away. Look at that. It is a countdown. 7, 6. Oh, it's 4. We're missing the 5. That's okay. Missing the 5. Maybe there's a bunch of change coming your way. Let's see here. Okay, Virgo. Bottom of the deck is the King of Rods in reverse. Interesting. Okay. Let's move that over here. All right. So you are turning your neck. You are looking back at something. What are you looking back at? You feel like you've missed an opportunity. You feel like you've missed an opportunity, Virgo. You are sort of coming into a place where you're looking for something that's balanced. Notice that we have the 6 of Pentacles and the Justice card both here. And so it's very interesting. This sort of feels like you could be holding the energy of thinking about the past overly right now. I'm wondering how present are you? I don't know. It sort of feels like you're focused more on a past situation where you may feel like you have missed an opportunity for something. And you're sort of examining what to do about this. You may need some self-compassion here. I feel like you may be feeling a little impatient. This King of Wands in reverse energy sort of says to me that you may be being sort of overly hard on yourself right now. Like you may be feeling frustrated with yourself. I feel like you're turning your head to look back and you're wondering, did I miss out on an opportunity here? Was something in balance, and for some reason I just was too focused on how I was feeling, so then I thought it was out of balance, and now I'm not so sure what to make of this situation. I gotta say, Virgo, this almost feels like you just need to stay in the present moment. Like, what's happening right now? This is interesting. You're really thinking past right now. And I feel like that might not be, you might be sort of feeling overly emotionally sort of irritated, frustrated, because you feel like maybe there's been sort of a consequence to something, right? Justice in reverse, where you maybe missed out on an opportunity, or you feel so much so like things are out of balance, and that there's something that you maybe needed to take responsibility for, or do need to take responsibility for, which is why you're so triggered by something in the past. This is fascinating to look at these cards together. You really want to bring things into balance. There's something that happened that almost feels like it was a consequence. A choice was made. Okay, Virgo, a choice was made at some point, and now you can't stop thinking about that choice that was made in the past, and you're not sure if it was fair. You're not sure if it was in balance. Maybe you feel like you should have thought about it more instead of feeling so reactive. And now you feel really frustrated, and you're like, shoot. Did I miss out on an opportunity? Did I screw up an opportunity? You're really wondering about that right now. And it's almost like you were, dare I say, it was almost like you were sort of swept off your feet by something. It's like you had this moment where things were just moving so quickly. It almost feels fated. It almost feels karmic. Like it had to be this way, because there's something here in this for you right now, that something may have had to happen. And You're struggling to sort of see it as a step forward. I think you're starting to wonder if this is like a misstep. It wasn't a step forward in your mind. And so now you're sort of, you got your neck turned back with this Seven of Wands to see what's going on over there now. Because I'm not part of that storyline anymore. This is interesting. You have this almost fear of missing out on something, and it feels like it came because of a choice that was made. Let's clarify this for you, Virgo. What is going on here? Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you gotta focus on the present. Four of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse, and the Chariot in reverse. You feel stuck. Oh boy, you need more gratitude in the present moment. As much as you can, Virgo, you've got to try to let go of thinking about this choice that was made in the past, and to sort of be grateful for the way that it's happened. Even though you feel stuck, this, like I said, feels karmic. You got the Ten of Cups in reverse here on the bottom of the deck. So makes me feel like something naturally came to an end. There might have been a relationship here that had to end for you to move forward into the next phase of things, and you're still sort of struggling to accept that. It may have been based on, again, a past communication that was sort of misintended. Like, again, you were sort of in the middle of something, you made a choice to do something, and it ended up creating this chain reaction of events that led to something coming to an end. You may be sitting in a state where you actually can't conceive that this situation has sort of come to a close, and you feel really stuck. But these cards are making me feel like, hey, wait a minute, maybe this is a blessing in disguise. Maybe this had to happen this way to open the door for something different in the present moment, and that letting go of the emotions tied to this situationship here, this relationship, this, this ending. You might need even to be grateful that this has come to an end. Perhaps it had to. And we never know why sometimes. Like, sometimes things that happen so quickly, and they create this interesting chain of events that almost catalyzes big changes that are fast in our lives. Sometimes we just have to accept that has purpose, and that it may feel like a consequence, and you might be judging yourself kind of harshly right now and feeling irritated with the person or yourself, and you feel stuck. But man, there's something in the present moment to focus and be determined on. Instead of having this fear of missing out, stay grounded in what you're doing now, and let go of that sort of need to bring something back. If it's, it sort of feels like that idea that if something is truly yours, it will always find its way back to you. And this idea of something being yours in the first place is interesting, because attachment really is the root of all suffering. The minute we say something is mine, or we're so attached to it that the idea of it going is causing us to sort of constantly be looking back and not being in the present moment with things. It's interesting. It's interesting. Something to consider. Like, we never know what may need to separate from us so that both parties can evolve, right? This feels like one of those moments where, in order for something to happen in the present moment, something had to go. And was it something you were attached to emotionally? Yep. Was it something you were attached to even in the sense of feeling that connection to this, right? With this Four of Pentacles, like feeling like you're holding it close to your heart space and you don't want to let it go. Yes, absolutely. Did it feel like this would be a forever situation? I think it did. And I think that that's why this is feeling difficult to let go of. But remember, nothing is forever. You know, everything changes. That's the only constant we have. So try to go with the flow a bit with this, Virgo, and trust that the universe is always conspiring to get you to your highest timeline. You know, you're always on the right path, even when it doesn't feel like that, because you never know what's around the bend or what's over that hill. Wow, very interesting. I'm going to leave it at that for you, Virgo. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading. If it's resonated for you, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and leaving me a comment letting me know how it relates to what you're going through right now. Sending you so much love and light, my friends, and hope to see you again soon for another reading. Thank you so much. Have a great week. Take care.